Hi, everybody. Today, John Rudd and I are going to be talking about the emotional aspects of surpassing others. John, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is a great topic to discuss because I think that this is something that all of us face at different times, and it's not just in our sporting lives.
Mhm.
This might be in our school. This might be in business. That there's a point where others would either factually or at least perceive themselves to be ahead of where we are.
Mhm.
But through our hard work and our diligence and application and commitment, we can actually start to excel and move ahead of those that were formerly ahead of us. And particularly if those people are friends or teammates or even family members, that can be something that can cause friction and can make us feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And I suppose the solace that we can take is in this sport, we've chosen to move in a competitive environment. It should be taken as read by people that there will be times when others are ahead of us, and there are times when we're ahead of them. And again, if we always deal with this in a respectful and humble manner, and we don't use it as bragging rights, and we're not seen as big-headed and arrogant, then
Mhm.
it's something that's just a natural part of our sport. And we have to learn to deal with defeat and disappointment just as much as we have to learn to deal with winning and excitement around that.
Mhm.
Um, and our behavior should be similar with both. Um, we should flatten the waves and try and take as much of the emotion out of that as we possibly can, and deal with it in a calm, polite, respectful manner around others. Because when we're achieving, we know that others will be disappointed, and
Mhm.
when we're disappointed, we know that by implication, others are achieving. And we can be on both ends of that equation at different points through this swimming journey.
Right. I absolutely agree. And as we talked about with friends, we're working with these people, we're spending our time with these people, training and progressing over the course of, in many cases, years of our lives. And there are going to be points at which, if you're swimming with your best friend on the same team for 5 to 10 years, your best friend is going to be winning and ahead of you. And sometimes you're going to be the one in that place. And a good mark of friendship is being able to get through those times together without having any kind of jealousy or insecurity. Because again, other people's performance has no reflection on our own performance, as long as we don't let it, because that's a big aspect. We want to feel the love and joy and pride when other people in our lives succeed, so that they will feel that for us when it's our turn. We will absolutely get our turn. It's just a matter of keeping the faith.
And you're talking about being a good human being there.
Yeah.
And being a good person translates so well into being a good athlete,
Mhm.
because friends and teammates are often the same thing. But
Mhm.
we've also got to remember that some of our friends might be on opposing teams, and we know them through competition.
Sure.
And it's that competitive element that's brought some of these friendships together. So
Mhm.
we shouldn't be afraid of putting our hand on the wall first and how that makes other people feel. Because as long as we do things in the right way, when that happens,
Mhm.
true friends will respect that. And the only time that that'll break down is if our behaviors are inappropriate, or we find that that person maybe wasn't the true friend that we thought. But if we go about this in the right way, in that respectful manner, the same winning and losing, this concept of flattening the waves around winning and losing, then we'll always be seen as the good guy, whether we
Mhm.
touch first or whether we touch eighth.
Sure.
And that sets then the example to those that might be beating us or we're beating them, to the younger members of the team, gives the coaches an opportunity to use us as role models for those people that they're working with. Everybody's a winner. So you don't have to be number one with your hand on the wall to be the winner if you go about this in a respectful way.
Absolutely agree. Thank you so much for your time about this topic today.